What's up, y'all? Your boy is back. In today's video, coming at y'all with a little something different. This series or this video, that idea that I have, is pretty much where I speak about artists who I feel have fallen off, or the music that they've been dropping as of late or over the past couple years have just, missed the mark. I'm gonna start off with Nav in today's video. If you guys would like to see more of this style of video, just let me know in the comments, and I got y'all. Nav. Let's speak about Nav, man. Today, I don't know what urged me, I guess, to listen to Nav's Bad Habits again today. As you guys know, I did at one point have this at my best albums of 2019, which ended up being changed to or put onto my honorable mentions of 2019, and is now top 5 worst albums of 2019, bro. I listened to Bad Habits again today, from track 1 all the way to the last, and it really clicked in my freaking head. I don't know what kind of revelation this was, but it clicked, okay? And I just came to the realization that, ever since Nav dropped his mixtape, everything that he's come out with has been garbage. It's completely just uninteresting, boring, not inspiring whatsoever. And it sucks to say that, you know what I'm saying? Because I remember in 2016, 2017, when he was coming up, I remember when, the buzz started being put around his name and stuff like that. I remember that. I remember listening to him for the first time and saying, yo, Nav is pretty cool, bro. I kind of like this dude's music. I remember when he got put on Travis Scott's album. I thought it was Justin Bieber, but it was actually Nav, and he freaking killed it, And I was ready for whatever it is or was that he was going to drop. He ended up dropping a mixtape. Eventually got signed to XO. Everything was working out. Everything was looking up for Nav, and I was really happy because I saw this guy gradually, get to that point where people actually know who he is and people are rocking with his music and listening to it and all that good stuff. I was hype, okay? Perfect Timing comes out, right? You would think at this point in time it is Nav and it is Metro Boomin, right? It can't go wrong because these guys are both great producers. Some people would say that Nav's production is, I guess, mediocre, what the hell ever, but I still enjoy his production. I've always said that I feel like Nav is a better producer than he is a rapper, and every single time he drops something, he continues to prove my freaking point. I know I did a video on it. Let me speak about that. I did do a first reaction to Nav's Perfect Timing. In that video, I remember saying that it's a step up from his previous work. It's Nav getting better. It's Nav showing growth and all this other stuff. Literally months, the same thing that happened with Bad Habits happened with Perfect Timing. Months after making that video, I go back to Perfect Timing and I realized that something changed. There was a shift in the music that Nav was coming out with, or the music that he made for Perfect Timing. If people didn't think this dude was depressed Siri before, I see exactly why people think he is now. Because on Perfect Timing, his voice was way more robotic than normal. It was way boring than normal. It was just a complete switch. And when I realized that, I said, yo, please do not revert and please do not downgrade your freaking music simply because people know who you are now. Simply because you have money now. Don't do this. Don't you freaking do it, right? And Reckless comes out. In my opinion, his absolute worst album in his entire discography, bro. Reckless comes out and he's trying to be melodic. He's trying to, show a different side of himself. That album was garbage. From the production to Nav, everything was terrible on that album. And I will never forget the freaking track Glow Up, okay? This man is sitting in the song, now everybody, they looking at me. They looking at me. Now everybody, they looking at me. Like, are you dead ass? You a grown ass man sitting up here talking about not everybody looking at you. Like, are you a little girl? Like, come on, bro. And when that album came out, which is still up on the channel, you can go check it out. I might leave a link to that in the description. But when that album came out and I did my video on it, I got so much backlash talking about, I don't know, good music and da 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 da. You know, diehard Nav fans are like clinically insane. So, you know, anytime you speak out on Nav, they lose their freaking head, right? That was the worst album that he dropped. And I let it be known how much I did not like that album and how pissed off I was, because again, I know what he is capable of. I know the fact that, you know, he has given us great music in the past. So what happened? Why can't you keep making good music? Why do you keep giving us these garbage ass lines, these garbage ass production, these garbage ass parts on the record where you're trying to sing and trying to be melodic? I had one idiot in the comment, I don't know if it's still in that video, I mean the comment section, but somebody literally said that because he's a part of EXO, he's supposed to be singing. Let me ask you a question. Are you freaking stupid? Like, that to this day makes absolutely no sense. None whatsoever. And again, I said that there was a switch in his music and in his style and in everything that he was doing, starting from Perfect Timing. Perfect Timing comes out, Reckless comes out, you would think, okay, stop making music, or if you're gonna keep making music, do your production. Stop rapping for a minute. And he did. I take that back. He quit and then comes back and drops Reckless. My fault. I was saying, okay, actually quit this time. Or, well, quit rapping this time, right? Because I feel like it would be more beneficial. Stop doing that. Work on your freaking craft. Actually take the time to say, okay, this side of my fan base likes it. This other side of my fan base hates it. Let me try to make it to where both of these sides actually coexist. Right? And a newsflash for not just Nav, but any artist at all. Just because someone has critiques of your music, just because someone has or is giving constructive criticism to your music and just saying what they do not like about your music, does not make them a hater, bro. It doesn't. If you want to see a hater, if I'm sitting on camera saying you don't deserve your platform and you deserve to freaking be pushing burgers at McDonald's, now that's a hater. Right? But I'm literally sitting here as a fan, as somebody who has supported you when you first started, and looking at the BS that you're just pushing out. Like, in comparison to freaking Logic. I remember, we all know Under Pressure, incredible true story, beautiful pieces of work, beautiful music that we can tell he was hungry for that success. We can tell that he was hungry for, you know, just getting out of, I guess, the underground scene, right? And we fast forward, Young Sinatra 4, Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, Supermarket, all garbage, all just trash music. And I guess a lot of people, or his core fans, want him to go back to his Under Pressure style. I just want him to try again. Actually care about what he's pushing out. The same with Nav, bro. And I'm probably going to get people telling me, well, you're a fan of Nav, so your opinion doesn't matter, or you're a fan of Nav, what do you expect, but it's just like, I would say the same thing about any other artist that I enjoy. Like, I could say it about, I could say about Drake, I love Drake, been listening to Drake since I was freaking middle school, high school, whatever, but I still have critiques on his music. I still can give constructive criticism where it's due, but for Nav, he has continued to just drop garbage project after garbage project, garbage music after. The only thing that he has dropped since his Nav mixtape that is good is Wanted You featuring Lil Uzi Vert, bro. That's it. That's it, bro. You're literally doing the same thing in every single album, song, whatever you're a part of. You're saying the same thing, just on different beats, bro. And the fact that your fans are just straight up eating it up is crazy to me, because you are the same person who was moaning and complaining because the paparazzi wouldn't take pictures of you in an EXO jacket. Bro, I have 2 EXO bomber jackets. Do you think I'm walking around freaking New York asking myself, man, I hope someone takes a picture of me in this big ass jacket, man. Come on, bro. Just one picture to help my self-esteem, good. Like, are you dead ass? You're more focused on everything else but the music, bro. And that just goes to show you, not only is Nav that kind of artist, but there are a lot of artists in the industry now who they get the publicity from the music and then almost like they forgot how they got there or why they even wanted the publicity in the first place. And it's annoying and it's crazy because it clicked to me that maybe you don't really care about the music as much as you say you do, bro. Maybe you care more about the attention and the cameras and the spotlight more than giving us decent, tolerable music. And I don't like thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? I really don't, because again, this is coming from somebody who's been listening to you for well over what now, 3 years now. So to see you in the predicament that you're in now is freaking insane to me, and it makes me upset because I honestly feel like Nav had potential, but that shit's gone, bro. How much time I got? That shit's gone, straight up. I don't know what happened to you, bro. I don't know if you let the money get to your head. I don't know if you let all of the, the drugs and the... Oh, hold on. Before I even end this, how can I not speak about you and these live performances, bro? You're hanging around one of the greatest artists of all time, or of our generation, in The Weeknd, right? One of. The Weeknd, when it comes to his live performances, goes all out. You don't have to take my word for it. There are videos of it all over the freaking internet. And I've seen this man live twice. And it only gets better with every single performance. You, Nav, on the other hand, are garbage live. You are one of the worst, if not the worst, artist I have ever seen live. I've ever heard live. I put on Twitter that I actually feel bad for people who go see Nav live. Somebody took my tweet, put it on Instagram for little Nav heads to, moan and complain about it. And somebody was like, oh, I hate Dylan because I just think his opinions are so invalid or whatever. Bro, if you don't like what I have to say, if you don't like what I'm doing on my channel or on my social media, you can block me, bro. You can mute me. You can just stay away from me. And all your troubles will be fine. Like, it will. I promise you it will. Nav, you are one of the worst artists I've ever seen in my life. Get on stage, bro. You have no stage presence whatsoever. And that is why your music is ass. Because you sit up there, right? The playback is going on. You don't gotta do shit. You just let the playback go. And that's it. You rap a couple lines, and that's it. You get up off the stage and go home. To end this video, bro, I don't know what happened to Nav. I don't know, like I said, if the money got to his head. But I really hope that you just stop making music for a minute. Or if you're going to keep making music, keep making music. Don't stop because of me. But keep making music, man. Stop rapping. Stop rapping. Because you literally said, what would the game be without you? Bro, I'm here to tell you. I'm here to tell you. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. The game would be just fine without you, bro. I promise you that. And just because I rep EXO, just because, I've been repping EXO for so long, does not mean I can't call you idiots out when you doing some dumb shit. I don't know what's going on, but something gotta change. Or just stop making music altogether. I mean, you got your money, so why do you care? Y'all let me know in the comment section, man. Your thoughts and your opinions on this video, on Nav, just anything. Talk to me. I'll read them. If you guys enjoyed today's video, do make sure to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe for more. As always, Join the Squad, thank you for watching. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. It's still EXO to EOD, bro. But Nav, you got to change some things if you're going to stay in the industry, bro. these okay flows and these okay lines and these okay instrumentals is not gonna cut it anymore, bro. It's not. You freaking dropped a whole ass album full of garbage. Your last best work was 2 years ago. Hell, the introduction mixtape that came out that you took off all platform streams, all platforms. That was better than the garbage you doing now, bro. And then Cash is just pushing you on these freaking features, and you don't give anything to these features, bro. You don't. I'm out of here. I'm gonna catch y'all next one, man. Nav, what happened, bro?